All right, hello, this is Mr. Wallace. We are going over the Unit 2 Level 1 review questions. Right now in this video I'm doing numbers 1, 2, and 3, which deal with finding the slope of a line given 2 points. When we have 2 points, we are going to find the slope between these 2 points using our slope formula, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We're going to use this formula all 3 times for our slope. All right, here we go. I always like to set it up in a certain way. I like to have my fraction and then my minus signs on each time, so that way I'm really just plugging in the values and then calculating. Sometimes the minus signs will cancel and turn into a plus. Sometimes they will stay minus. It all depends on what we put in. So for my first point, I'm going to use 5, 9, and then my second point, 1, 8. And it doesn't really matter which of the y values you use first. You just have to make sure to stay consistent. For example, if I use this y value first on top, I have to use this 5 first for my x value. But I'm going to follow the equation as is. So my second y value. My second y value is 8. I'm going to plug in 8 right there. My first y value is 9, so I'm going to plug that in there. And it is 8 minus 9. This minus sign does not cancel out. 8 minus 9 equals negative 1. All right, now I'm going to do my x values. If I use that 8 first for my y's, I have to use this x value first for my x's. 1, and then minus 5. 1 minus 5 is negative 4. We have to be careful here. Our answer is not negative 1 over negative 4. Those negatives cancel out right there. So our final answer is 1 over 4, a positive 1 over 4. So the slope would be up 1 over 4, up 1 over 4, up 1 over 4. Okay, here we go. Number 2, we have our y's on top and our x's on bottom. I'm going to use my second y value, which is negative 5, and my first y value here, I'm going to plug in negative 2. Okay, this one there's a lot going on. It's kind of tricky. These negative signs that are back to back, that means it cancels out and turns into a plus. So we have negative 5 plus 2, which ends up being negative 3. 5 in the negative direction, 2 in the positive direction gives us negative 3. All right, so I'm going to plug in negative 4 for my x value down here, and then I'm going to plug in negative 3 for my other x value down below. Kind of the same thing. See, I have a negative 4, but we have 2 negatives back to back. That means it turns into a plus. Negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. Up, and just like in the previous question, if we have 2 negatives, one on top, one on bottom, both of those cancel out. Our final answer is 3. Or 3 over 1. Same thing. So that means the slope is going to be up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1. All right, last one. Here we go. Finding the slope between 2 points with our slope formula. All right, I'm going to plug in negative 9 for my y value. I'm going to plug in negative 6 for my other y value. These 2 negatives cancel out. Negative 9 plus 6 is negative 3. Let's do my x's now. I have 9 minus negative 12, so I'm going to plug in a negative 12 right there. And because we have 2 negatives again, they do cancel out. So pretty much all of them have canceled out except for our ones at the beginning, and they didn't cancel out because we put in positive numbers here. But if we plug in a negative number right here, yes, the minus sign is going to cancel out. 9 plus 12 is 21. So there's a couple things here. Our slope is negative because there's only going to be one negative, right? So negative out in front. 3 over 21, that does reduce to 1 over 7. So our slope, final answer for our slope, is 1 over 7. So that is down 1 over 7, down 1 over 7, down 1 over 7. Okay? All right, thank you so much.